Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Sim 25. Now between episodes I've had a little bit of a tidy up of the yard because, well, that's what I'm awful at doing most of the time. And I was thinking as well, after the last episode, my idea isn't quite going to work. My thought was listen, we're going to mow the fields. I was going to rent the front and rear mowers with built-in windrowers. It's one problem. This obviously is our powerful tractor, our 160 horse Challenger. No front 3-point linkage. And for some reason I have it in my mind that you can't actually get one for this tractor. If I want to, I'll just go and double check. Because that's the one we have, yeah. So you see, it's just front weight. That means we can't, excuse me, wrong button. Means we can't have front and rear motors. Well, that's not the biggest issue in the world. That's to do with the rear motor making them with a windrow. Yeah, our oat field has germinated successfully. Those aren't weeds, are they? How's that got weeds? We herbicide. I'm sure we herbicided all of it, but whatever. But it appears some of it has, some of it hasn't. I don't know. I am not renting the machine just to herbicide again. So what we'll do is we'll look at, let's have a look at using it first. No, it was used to us. Go into mowers. And if we're not using, I mean, we can use that would actually not be a bad shout. That has, what's the rental on that? At least that still does the collecting for us and just needs a real. I just think it's designed for, no, it's designed for a rear because it's got rear lights on it there. Let's lease that. It's slightly more horsepower than this tractor, however, we are doing it on a pretty flat field, so before I go and pick it up, what's our greenhouse situation like? Oh, I see plenty of pallets. Price is good, we may have to do a sale later. We've got, the water will be fine for now, unless there's some in the tank. But yeah, at least if we use the duet one, then it will windrow for us. Then you just have to run over it with a. I'm going to just rent a round, which I don't normally do round bales. I'm probably just going to rent one, just because at least we can go on at the exact same time also does the wrapping. I love this little trick. I mean, in real life, you just run a pipe to that thing and just fill it with it, but. But yeah, weeds are going to be an ongoing issue. Maybe it didn't work, maybe my idea didn't quite play as I planned. Doesn't matter, folks, it's not the biggest problem we've had. Right, that's that full. I'm going to take the opportunity to try something. I talked about this last episode. I wonder what happens if I call it over here. Do I have to wait for it to come over? Is there, oh, there's a thing for me to call it. Look at the fog over the river. Wow, that looks pretty darn good, actually. I can't tell if it's coming over or not. Doesn't look like it. Well. Oh, and by the way, if you're watching this on the day of release, I hope you had a good Christmas. By my maths, this is going out Boxing Day. I'm afraid I can't tell you. I hope you got. By the way, if you got anything farming related for Christmas, please leave a comment. Let us know. I can't tell you what I got because, to be honest with you, I'm recording this in November. So, yeah. I hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you're having a great festive period. As you can see, we're having the lovely weather here. The real non-Christmassy unless you're in the southern hemisphere. So we'll just go pick up that mower, get this field mowed. I'm also thinking about the animals. Believe it or not, those buffalo, those cows we've got are about 50, 51 months old now. We're not getting milk out of them because the pasture you can't milk them from. So basically just costing us money. Now what I am thinking is we sell those three and we get some babies. Now they're still not going to make any money, but at least their value increases. If I go into here now while they're 58 months old, they're worth £1,000. We can buy babies for about 100 odd. Like these, they're not going to, they need water as well. Sugar, I've not been giving them water. Obviously, I guess if we get them to 100%, they will breed. In fact, that's not a bad shout. I believe that pasture can take a few more than the three that are currently in it. Actually, I do like this more. I use this more a bit in FS22. As you remember right, in FS22, I think the tractor I used almost like 165 horse. So as long as you don't try to go really steep hills, it's generally not that big an issue. Still annoys me there's no beacons. I'm gonna have to upgrade tractors before too long. Love something like that, a big fen, but bank balance and that cost do not align. Yeah, this shouldn't take us long. Has it's got collectors? I do believe it has. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's just going to widespread it, which is we are going to have to. Oh, sugar. Bus. Sign. Sign up bus. I'm really not a very good farmer, am I, folks? Right, so I shall get this very quickly mowed. With the aid, of course, of my beloved steering assist. And then we shall get going, so we'll see you very soon. And there we are, folks. I'll tell you what, considering this machine is supposed to be a horsepower deficit, it really knows it did, 14 miles an hour. We look to have got a really great yield off this field. I'm actually not going to return this immediately just because I'm actually considering mowing contracts. If we can pay for the rental. Yeah, I can. And then if we have actually, as soon as you can't drop it folded up, which annoys me. I mean, if we look at, that's the wrong menu. That's the autosave. I'm going to give these water now later on. We'll look at contracts. There's only one. It's quite a trek away from us. I'm going to take on a weeding contract. I think that one's nice and close by, but they just don't pay well. Massive. Right then, so have a look at this here. Second. This is animal time. Well, the cow patch can take 25. We've got 3. So we can buy cars for 200. Now we can sell those old ones, as you know, for 1,000. I think before I do anything else, I need to do some water, because that's annoying me now. I know that. So I'm gonna get a windrower and a baler. I really haven't noticed any water. Yeah, I'm really happy that field is giving us a great yield of grass. I think that's only 50% fertilised, so the 100 it'll be even better. Right, so you've got all the water you want. Yeah, we can either buy cows, I guess if we get their health back up, they should start breeding. And loving seeing our our oat field here taking shape. Obviously the wheat fields over that way. Hopefully they'll take a lot of water. How did I not notice the water fill point? That is really bugging me. Okay, looks like they take about 6,000–7,000 litres, so it's not too bad. I can return the mowers once I decided I want them, but for now, do back you there. Grassland care. That one just takes some beating because it's price and lease that, and that's another 1,000. Then a baler. 5 grand for the cheapest one that auto wraps. We need the no, because I'll be picking them up. Right, so they're by both lease. They're waiting for me down at the start. I'm just going to give some more water and then we'll get them. Do a quick flick around with the windrower. I hope the cows like muddy water. First stage of going so I can get away with that. Immediately their health should start to increase. Because they've got reasonable food. Probably the side first I'll just pile up about where I put that mower. Right, so I was going to give them the food usage they need to go by. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's go and get the windrower, shall we? At 11 o'clock we should have an update. Health 3, so yeah, their health is going up. I still wonder if they're going to be worth swapping in for younger ones, but if we can get them to breed the younger ones, at least it saves us the cost of actually buying them. Plus you pay transport fees unless you own or rent a trailer. Which obviously we were a long way off stuff like that. I was thinking as well about productions. Because I think that's going to be our big key to making money in this series, getting the productions going. Now we've got that wheat and that canola that I forgot to sell last year. Now what we could do, one of the cheaper like grain mills and that, 36 grand. The other one is a sawmill, because we have a lot of trees we could process, we could chop up, sell the planks. I think if I'm right, a load of planks sell for several £1,000s a time. You can pick up that liquid fertilizer at some point as well. Obviously it's just log handling this issue, because I say I don't have my super strength enough. I can activate it. I've got dev console turned on because I needed it for some stuff I was doing. But I am trying to promise myself it's not running to a school bus. Myself not to use it just for the sake of. I'm enjoying this like low mods playthrough. Wow, that is the worst indicator I've ever seen. Like literally from a distance, you cannot see that that's flashing at all. Yeah, just for a change for me, normally it was very heavy modding, very heavy messing around. This is a much more to the style that the game makers intended, and I'm actually enjoying that. As you can probably tell by the frequency that I'm recording. But I hope you're enjoying it too. That's always my aim, is to bring you guys entertainment, even if you are just laughing at my misery. I say we'll get this windrowed, then we can come back with the baler. I think that baler only does the smallest bales, so this is a baling contract. I could always do something like that. Are you ready? Obviously, I'm going to try and be as precise as I can, but I would then ideally want to like fertilize or um, roll this field, but I don't think I really want to do either, and I'm going to have to just let it go down a level and pick it up afterwards. Yeah, once we get those two fields harvesting, we've got that money coming in, we should find things. As long as I remember to sell on time this time, which I will, because I generally don't make the same mistake twice. From you try and go wide to make sure you catch it all, and you end up miles off track. But like I say, I'm more than this yield looks fantastic here. You can also see though the way the tractor is deforming the piles. That which I have to say, there's not an experiment to see if you actually lose the product, whether it's just like a graphical thing, but definitely makes a big difference to the look when you could see how the tractor was moving around when I was doing the mowing. It shouldn't take a lot of doing. Then we can move on to the next job, which I'm not entirely sure really what we still need to do. Yeah, I might just have a look at contracts again. I am kind of. Yeah, there used to be good did the mowing and baling contracts in 22. You'd start off, literally you'd mow the field, you'd bale it, you'd then have to wrap it if that's what they wanted, take it to a sell point. What I can probably do while I'm doing this, if I send you to the store, you can pick the herbicide up on the forks and bring the baler back at the same time. Hopefully. Well there. Well, that's not me sat in it, so... Yeah, but he's moving. I don't know where he's going. He's busy going the wrong way by my book, but he's moving. I did not miss any. Oh, those were a little bit more care and precision now, saves you time when you're trying to run around with the baler. The balers generally don't have the biggest pickup in the world. I'm surprised. Real life actually, like I can see says by missing a big bit there. There's real life actually nobody's actually made a baler where the pickup is like the width of a tractor. Because as long as you weren't going too quickly, you'd be able to feed material into it no problem. And then it'd just be the case of the pickup would be wide enough that you'd be able to grab and feed it into a central system. Of course, we did have in 22, and I'm hoping makes a return, was those balers with the built-in windrowers. I love those. I remember on. I didn't check the website to help them. So that's hailstones as well. That now hailstones can damage these piles and that. I'm gonna have to hope I can get this done, not lose too much. Just look at the picture. That's not rain. That's hail. I'm not giving up yet. I've got this job to do. Everyone said harvesting today. How's he getting on? Oh, he looks like he's heading in the right direction. I'm slightly amazed at, but to get your guys' health up, get you fed, and then hopefully you can bring me babies. I'm assuming just of FS all animals are classed as female and it's just artificial insemination, because you certainly don't seem to have to buy male or female. I do apologise about the popping of... Oh, is that the I think that's the hail damaging the stacks, you know. Oh, it's just my PC. I was getting, if it is just popping my PC, I apologise. As I've said to you, I've not got the absolute graphical power of some people. Anyway, he should be not far off at this point, I hope. Oh, he's just pulling in. Once he's done that, he can bring that. I'll drive it back with the stuff. I might as well return the windrowers. I don't need them again. Oh, this is pretty frigging severe hail as well. Just a gentle peppering. There you are, one nicely windrowed field. Grass which we're gonna make. Obviously, to do the bale sale, we can't feed them to the cows immediately, which actually might be a problem because I'm not sure how. I might have to buy one more grass bale just to. Right, so bring that back. I can return that, so I don't need. You here for now. As like I said, so I'm going to do. I don't think. 100 horse, actually, yeah, the John Deere can run that bale if need be. That's handy to know. Grab that. No, we'll grab this one, we'll go and get the baling done. Baling in the hail. I always imagine, considering tractors are meant to be like a real simple working tool, the fact they had curved glass on this thing must have really added like expense. I'm on the way went so slow, I can turn the cruise back up. Oh, I can have a beacon on for one, sadly not my tractor, but I can put the one on off the... And I'll pull over his wing on the baby, yeah, he is. Hope he's changed his mind. It was because I pulled into the lane, I wonder. Like I said, it reminded me a little bit of the ETS2 traffic. Because I used to do the same thing occasionally, trying to overtake you in a silly place. And get caught out by a car coming in the other direction. Once we get there, we'll get straight onto that field. Hopefully this hail isn't around for too long, because maybe it would be better if it went away. Bye-bye stop sign. So I don't follow this guy now. Right then, folks. Shall we bail? Okay, I'm not going to time lapse that because I appear to have made a mistake. So I need wrap rolls. Apparently, I forgot to buy. I thought I had them in. I'm about to drive into a tree while I'm in this auto-saving, aren't I? I am. So I'll put this down. I'm going to have to buy a pallet of wrap rolls, it says. That, yeah. Look at that colour. Hang on, was that not like just 1,000 to add it, and then because I haven't to pay like 3,000. Frick. Like I said before, you guys like watching my mistakes, I'm sure. Oh well, this is liquid fertilizer. You join, I believe, the middle. So as you can see, I put all the trailers away, and then all our bale, all our seeds, liquid fertilizer and herbicide now goes in here. So then we've got beige. Right then folks, so now I am going to turn off. I'm going to get that wrap, put it in the machine, and then we're going to get on with it. So wish me luck. I think one of the reasons why it was only 1,000 because he was probably only giving you the 12 that this would take. I hope I can unload those when I'm done. So I'm not just like waiting. I'm going to have to obviously move that pallet into my barn or something as well. Already, these aren't the biggest bales in the world, but still, we look to get on really good quantity out, which will see us through a good few months of food there. Hopefully, if we can start them breeding, then our food demands will go up as our amount of cows goes. I'm still tempted to shift them for water buffaloes, because water buffalo are the new livestock in 25. I know they fundamentally don't do anything different. But just for a change, but I value your thoughts on that. Let us know what you think, whether we should be changing I mean, I like the idea that we breed some up, get them to like adulthood, and then sell them off. Obviously, the game has no like butchery, so you just send them back to the animal dealer. And if we get a barn, we can milk them. The problem is the cheapest barn that allows us to actually do milk is £250,000 or dollars in the case of our map. Which obviously we are nowhere near having that kind of money yet. Oh, there we are, just like that. The hail stops, and as a result, I can hear the bleeping of the machine again. Yeah, I don't know how many of you were screaming at the screen when I set off saying, "You've not put any wrap in it, you idiot." I forgot the consumables. I mean, there was mods in 22 which added consumables, and I did mess with the odd ones here and there, but I never long-term played them. So as a result, they weren't something I thought about. It's quite a nice day now that the sales gift now. You use the net and the wrap in this case. I know the net's used all the time. The net's even used for like hay bales. If you square bales, they have, I believe, twine instead of thing to use. Between the forks, I think I'm gonna have to skewer that bale to move it. Oh, I just put that there for now. In a second, I'm having some. I want that a little bit higher. There we are, going close. Close, close, close. Without, that's it, still having the forks sort of high enough and out of the way. Yeah, like I said, I'm more than happy with the quantity we're getting off here. This is looking like the kind of hole we wanted. I say it's not a permanent solution, but obviously the field will regrow, so in like 2 months' time the field will be ready to mow again. Probably won't do it immediately because cost and various other, but each of these bales is 3,500 litres and will be that of silage. So we're not losing anything by doing it, as the silage has the extra efficiency over grass. They will as well, I would imagine, start eating meadow grass before too long. Would have thought none there yet, but I thought the time of year where that would have been growing nicely. Down towards our little greenhouses. I know the price won't be as good, but we might just want to do a lettuce sale before too long. Yeah, the price is pretty. 900, we were getting 1822 at the restaurant. I might actually just want to sell that, you know. I know it's not quite the best price, but it'd be a nice cash injection when we could do with it. I don't know where the restaurant is, I'll have to figure that out. The price going up or down? It's going down on the restaurant. I think I've seen it. I don't see a flashing that isn't that. Oh, there, look. A little bit of a trek away, but nothing we couldn't manage. Also a chance for us to go down and explore that bit of the map that we've not really been to yet. I said there's no point giving the cows any of these bells yet because they won't have. As they haven't fermented, we're going to have to give them. It's usually about 2 in-game months. I'm just no. As I've always said, I'm a square bale person normally. It takes me getting used to having to do all this. We're already on 11 bells, so like I said, we're getting it real good. We're going to get a good number out of it. I reckon probably towards 20. The time I've been up and down. Last few little rows. In which case, like I said, I'm not going to use the trailer. I'll just try and grab them 2 at a time and place them. there's no decent mowing contract, which there wasn't before. Hold on, there's a few. 45. That's above the store, isn't it? I mean, that's 5k. I mean, it would help offset some of the costs of what we've done here. Certainly would do that. I might go look at that. The other thing I've noticed as well now, something you didn't have in 22, there's times. See, 8 hours 39 minutes. I'm guessing I let another company pass. Yeah, so those times are going down. You've got to complete the mission in that time. In FS22, there wasn't a timer as such. The only thing that might happen is if you went to a different growth stage during a contract, you could have issues. Like if you were harvesting a crop and the time passed to it would wither and you'd lose what was left. Yeah, I think I might go and do that contract, field 45. I don't want to borrow the items, I'll use that mower there and I'll use my tractor. Because like I said, the only reason I'm really doing it is because it takes some of the sting off the rental costs of all this machinery I've had to do this. We were up to like 60k and now we're back down to 41 again. We're bringing in fresh things. We're bringing in equipment like the baler. I'd love to be able to buy because we're going to need it not only for this, but like the weaver's going to give out straw. Now I'm not doing those silly little square bales again. Not a cat in hell's chance am I doing those again. Right, so that contract is started, so I'm just going to finish these last few. I'm not going to move the bales, I'm not going to move the lettuce now. That can probably wait till next episode. I'll jump back in the Challenger and we'll go and do this mowing job. It really shouldn't take too long looking at the speed I was able to do down this field. 14, so 20 with ribbons. So hopefully we'll get to 16 with one not being quite a full size one. You see, even this tractor doesn't have any problem. This tractor's turning out to be a real great workhorse for us. Despite being a little down on horsepower, probably compared to where we'd like it to be. I just untag the restaurant. I'm not going there because it's annoying me now. Time to run over a bale. There we are, just so it's not flashing away on the screen all the time. Right, and that's going to be 16, and it should let me unload this. A partial bale. Do that and that. Can I? I'm going to go and grab, there is a mod that allows you to unload partial bale. I'm going to grab that mod because I'm not losing 69% nice of a bale. Give me one moment. And we're back. And we're back, folks. So, yep, so I've got that mod now, so I should be able to unload a finished bale there with oh look. It should still wrap it. Now, I also grabbed a couple more mods while I was there. The park vehicle mod is back, which is here at the bottom corner there, which is a great mod for if you leave vehicles to shop. And also automatic watering. Now, that's going to cost us money. But it just means we're not going to have to... It means that the water barrels can be used for the animals more. And that's the baling done. And that's an interesting thing. I just got the Steam achievement for wrapping a bale. Now, it must be on a certain number. Because that clearly wasn't the first bale, it was... Right, so I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go and... Obviously, this contract first, although while I'm thinking about it... Back onto you. I can't load that wrap, I'm not happy, because I've lost money there. That's down to my own silliness of not just understanding what we're doing. Also, unless we keep, I don't think... So the wheat field's not ready next month, is it? No. 3 months. So I don't want to be keeping that baler. without a job for it for 3 months. I always have to lose that wrap, unfortunately, which is a shame. You go into that menu, so it used to be in there that you went to deal with like leased vehicles. You don't anymore, which you take you some getting used to. So I'm gonna put this in this shed here. Man, I must have knocked this barn down so many times with tractors. So I might as well just leave that in there. Then we're up to field 45, I do believe. Yeah, which is nice. This is not far from where I crashed into that guy's house in the previous episode, if you may remember. Oh yeah, I remember that. I thought I just nipped through the shortcut. Looks great. Ah, the stop signs have gone back. Now I remember I was watching a YouTuber and he said he reckoned the signs didn't respawn. So my experience here seems to differ from that. I wonder actually if it's quicker. The ferry's at the correct side, so I could go. I wonder if they like alternate, because it's weird how one ferry's at one side, one's at the others. If I go into the ferry and across there, it might be a little bit quicker than what we're down to time-wise. 7 hours, 39 minutes. Well, there's a wrapping contract on 34. I could use that baler. Ah, but it needs wrapping, it's not baling, so the bales are already made. Sadly, you can't feed them into the wrapper part. It's an interesting little town layout they've done here. Or town, you know what I mean. Central Cafe. Obviously the dealership. In fact, it's irritating me slightly that this track ended up with the same number plate. I put 66G on the John Deere, I'm sure, but the fact that it's given this the same plate, I just changed. I'm sure it's the John Deere that has that. Yeah, but this doesn't. This needs a different plate on it. Might as well do that while I'm here. What should we call? What place should we put on this? First of all, supposed to be 1908, which we can't quite do sadly, and then Riverbend Springs, because this farm was founded established in 1908, as the sign says. I know it doesn't really read that, but that's the best you can do with these kind of places. Down here I want to go, yeah. Keeping it service well, I think keeping them service is going to help in the long run keep it maintained. Bear with me a second, folks, I had something fall over in the room. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. I think there's something behind me had fallen over, but it's nothing that's going to cause a problem, thankfully. Right, so we'll get over here and then the field is just there. Right, so unlike usual, I'm not going to put the tractor right at the far end. It really doesn't give you long to get back on, does it? Really doesn't. Look at the gearbox, by the way. Can't work out why the wheels aren't moving, but the tractor is. Yeah, the FS games were never designed with this kind of thing in mind, and I love the fact that Giants are willing to push it, but you can sometimes tell when the engine's just there not really knowing what to do. What is all that? Oh, beehives. As you know, we have a few beehives, but we don't do a lot with them. Also, if they've taken the beehives from 22, they need to be so close to a field. I'm pretty sure ours aren't really, because they're like there. That field might just have potatoes. Must be sorghum. Oh, sorghum. That work out. Was that guy's like going mad on potatoes? Why have I now got a tag? Don't know if I'll ignore it. Oh, hello, black post found, which I believe is new. If I just nip over here, I should find the field. Yep. I'll do. Right there, folks. I shall catch you. Yeah, well, we've not quite got that full speed because there's a bit of a hilling boat. But as you see there, we're still getting a really decent speed out of this. We're getting well on with it now. And as the day rolls in, this time tends to be really nicely passing the day. So I hope you're happy with that. Please let me know what you think, whether you want the day to go a bit slower so we get more time. Once we get this field finished, we'll call it a day, and then so it means them bales are going to stay out overnight. So next episode, my plans are sort those bales out, tie them up, find somewhere for them, probably in that big barn again, like everything else, or just next to the cow enclosure. Give the cows some more water, so we have a chance of them actually being healthy. Obviously, the greenhouses are now going to supply themselves. It's going to cost us, unfortunately, but I am willing to pay that. I can probably sell the little. No, because I'll continue to use that plot for. Or should I use that plot? I can just use the one up on the farmyard. I'm going to do that. Once again, it'll cost a little bit, but we get some money back for the paddy field, which I'm assuming we will. And that should give us a good experience. We're getting there. I'll line up with the next one. They say uphill it does go a little bit slow, but it's still not ridiculous considering according to the game this thing's 20 horsepower down. And as much as I would upgrade the engine, to me it's never felt quite right the fact you can like buy low and just upgrade it. I know in real life you can like chip things and such, but to me you'd buy what you needed from the start. I mean, if we look in here today, that is actually tempting. Although so's that. Well, that's a lot more money. That is tempting because what would we get for selling hours, I wonder? Because that obviously carries 8,000 litres in one go. That carries a lot more. Golden Abbey. So that would offset half of it. We're talking about 4 times. I think, you know what, I'm going to do it. Get rid of you first. Sell you first. Then buy you. Once I get onto the next lane, then I know I'm not. Any trouble? the other number plate? Oh, you can do type 2 if you do one, so yeah. Right, so I know I didn't want to spend, but that is actually going to help. That was a lot. In fact, with that I can possibly deactivate the automatic watering, because it'll just be a case of, well, a quarter of the number of trips, obviously. I'm seriously hoping a couple more passes here when we're done. Well, do I have anything else left on the lease right now? Just the baler. I'll just return the baler. No, I have the baler and I have this. Let's return the baler. I don't need him. I've lost that wrap, unfortunately, but that's just the way it goes. Because I made the mistake. But either way, like I say, hopefully one more down, one back up, and we should be good. If I do that big long line, then come back up the long one, won't be too far away. But yeah, it's been a productive day. It kind of cost us money, but it also kind of hasn't, because a lot of the stuff I'm here doing, like, we're not going to make money directly from the grass field, but we can make, if we can produce animals that we can sell, then that's where the money will come from. We are downhill where we get to feel the speed. Watch the percentages tick up. Watch it bounce. So yeah, like as I said earlier, this new contract system is certainly different. It takes some getting used to. Interested to see if the transport missions mod comes back. I kind of hope it does, because, like I say, that one used to be really useful for money-making purposes. Oh, Mr. Star there. Hopefully shouldn't cause too big a problem. Like I said, it's offset. So I can't remember. I don't think it's quite paid for the mower, but it certainly helped to offset it. Check our animals now, by the way. Look, 24% health. So hopefully 58 months is not too old to be produced, is what I'm hoping. What I'm really hoping. I'm hoping that means it's disabled. I guess I'll find out. Like I say now with that new water, the only trouble is it's obviously a dolly, and I think we said before, I'm usually not that good with dolly trailers. So it's something I'm going to stop. I'm not going to bother mowing up the extra. I'll do with this row. You're not going to graduate the row, you're going to be an annoyance. Nope, you're not going to do with that row. You're going to make me go and do a tiny little bit of the next one. Because of course the game would. Come on, tractor, you've got plenty of service and plenty of diesel, you should be alright. It should only take a tiny amount of this one before it's happy. Come on. There we go. So as I accept that contract, folks, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to check out the rest of the channel. We've got some amazing stuff on there. Really great content from Chris, myself, Alan, Tim, Willow. A lot of great people, and it's really worth taking a look. So until next time, we'll see ya. Goodbye.